Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you so much for coming. We all want to extend our appreciation to your civilization for coming to talk to us and to teach to us. You mentioned at the beginning, or Darryl mentioned, that you would come physically to us when we're ready. How close are we to that moment?
It is highly likely, and again, remember, this is just a probability at this time, because there is no such thing as a prediction of the future.
Absolutely.
There is only a sensing of the energy that exists at the time the prediction is made. And if that energy changes, it will not come to pass. But if there's a lot of momentum behind it, a lot of energy behind it, then it will manifest. So, with that understanding, as we read the energy now, it is most likely, most probable that open contact between your civilization and other civilizations, including our own, will happen sometime in the window of your time you call 2025 to 2033.
Fantastic. So who else is out there attempting to contact us right now besides you guys?
The first civilization it is likely that you will make open contact with are called the Yael, or what in our ancient language we call the Shalaya. They are a hybrid civilization similar to our own, but they are more closely connected genetically to your civilization, and they will be the first ones to make open contact.
Is it true that we were put here by aliens? Like we were...
It is not that you were put. It is that the indigenous species that was native to your planet was, in a sense, to some degree, genetically altered into the form you are now.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi there, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I have a question. Are you a breatharian?
We no longer eat. We no longer sleep. We, in a sense, almost don't even breathe. We, in our own civilization, are evolving out of physical reality, but we are still what might be called quasi-physical. But we have elements of physicality and elements of spirit. We subsist directly on the energy of creation at this point. Does that answer your question?
Yes. And how do we get to that point?
It is very simple. You evolve by acting to the best of your ability on your highest passion every moment that you can. One moment.
Do you have sex?
One moment.
Okay.
We are allowing for aerial technology to pass by. We have evolved from the idea of more physicality. We were, in a sense, once more similar to your species. The idea is that we did at one time sleep and eat and procreate in much the same manner. Now, if we wish a new life form, the different beings create an energy bubble in which a new life form simply automatically manifests. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Is that sufficient?
Do you have sex?
I just answered your question.
That was good. Okay. All right. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I just wanted to ask if I would see someone again.
Whom?
Pono.
Whom?
Pono.
When did you see them last?
When I was in Hawaii in April.
And why do you wish to see them again?
Because he's my friend and...
Well, you know that at some point, the fact that you met at all means you have some connection. And the fact that you have some connection means that somewhere, somehow, somewhen, you will meet again. We cannot say exactly how or when, but if you have a connection at all, you will meet again. Do you understand?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, Bashar.
Is that sufficient?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to know, how do we get to the point where we're manifesting like enlightened people like Jesus or
Speak up,
or
speak up,
Muhammad?
speak up.
How do we manifest, like, how can we get in the in-between state and stay that way where we're manifesting like Jesus did when walking on water?
Well, remember that when Yeshua, or who you call Jesus, talked about the idea of him being the way, what he simply meant is be like him. Be that vibration. In other words, the Christ consciousness did not want the idea of Christians. The Christ consciousness was saying you are all Christs. So if you can simply exhibit the idea of that vibration by acting on your highest passion and acting from highest unconditional love, and by the way, look up the word unconditional, it means without condition. Many people on your planet say, yes, yes, I love you unconditionally. Well, except for these conditions. Unconditional love. The energy, thus then, of that unconditional love acting from your true core vibration, acting on your passion without reservation, knowing it will support you, will allow you more and more in every way, every moment of the day to shift from parallel reality to parallel reality that will be more and more and more reflective of you giving off the vibration of the Christ consciousness, the Buddha nature, the Krishna spirit, doesn't matter what you can call it. It's all the same idea. It's your true core vibration. And the way you exhibit that is by acting on your passion without reservation, with no expectation. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
It really all does come down to that simple idea. I know that, again, sometimes that sounds too simple, but that's really the key. That's all there is to it. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, Bashar.
And you good day.
It is an honor to co-create with you in this moment.
For us as well, with you.
Thank you. My question for you today is that being an incarnate in this body, as you said, the first law is that we have always existed and that we have many lives, and it is said that we have many interdimensional cells happening at this moment in this parallel life.
All lives, all experiences, all exist at the same time. Time in that sense is an illusion. There is no past, there is no future. Those are simply alternate, parallel, coexisting realities that are going on right now.
And my question for you is, what is some suggestions that you can give us to help us remember and tap in to the memories and the talents and the abilities we have in our other lives?
I know this is going to sound redundant. However, when you act on your highest excitement, what are you doing? You're living in the moment. When you're living in the moment, living in the present, what are you doing? Tapping into everything that exists in the present. So if all those other lives coexist now, the easiest way to allow whatever information you need in this life from those lives to help you, the easiest way to tap into that is by living as fully as you can in the present, in this life. And the way to do that is to act on your highest joy every moment that you can. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now understand, the idea is that you're already getting all that information. You may not always know it. You don't always need to know that you're getting that information, because sometimes the information comes in such a natural way as to not interfere, not intervene, not stop your momentum. You never know when that information is coming to you. You may someday have a thought, an inspiration, an idea that you're very excited about. How do you know it didn't come from an experience that another version of you in another life is having right now? You don't know. It might have. But the point is you don't necessarily need to know that's where it came from in order to use it in this life, yes?
Yes.
So by not insisting that you have to know where the information is coming from, more information will come to you.
Right.
That's the paradox. Does that make sense?
Very much so.
Does that answer your question?
It does.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
One more, please.
Yes.
Is it a potential in our lifetimes, everyone here, that we will be able to tap into being able to manipulate reality itself?
You are manipulating reality itself.
Cool. So we'll be able
One
to fly.
moment. Let us clarify. Please understand, when you hear things like learn to create your reality, learn to manifest, learn to trust, these things are not things you actually have to learn to do. What you need to learn is that you're already doing it. And you need to become consciously aware of the fact that you're already doing it. You're already manifesting everything you experience. You're already creating your reality. You're already trusting in something 100% of the time, aren't you?
Yes.
If you weren't trusting in something, you would have no experiential reality at all. So the issue is, you don't have to learn to manifest. You don't have to learn to trust. The question is, what are you trusting in? What are you manifesting with the mechanism you are already using? So just become more aware of the fact that you're already shifting, you're already changing, you're already manifesting automatically. You can't help it. It's in your nature. If you weren't doing it, you would have no experiential reality at all. So the fact that you're having an experience means you're already manifesting. You don't have to learn how to do it. It's part of your nature. But let it become conscious so that you can consciously choose what you prefer as opposed to unconsciously manifesting what you don't. You see the difference? And it is all about the difference in definition. Because when you define that you don't know how to manifest, when you define that you have to learn to trust, when you define that you have to learn to be abundant, you're already setting yourself back several paces, because now you're assuming you have to learn to do something that in fact you're already doing and don't have to learn. So, allow yourself to speed the process up by recognizing that you're already doing these things, and watch your definitions. The definitions of what you define your reality to be is key. For example, many of you define the idea of abundance or lack of abundance in the following way. You say, I have a lack of abundance. That's not possible. There is no such thing as a lack of abundance. Everything is always absolutely abundant. What you're actually saying is you have an abundance of lack. But you see, you still have abundance. So it's not about having to learn. It's not about having to learn to be abundant. It's about paying attention to what you believe you're abundant in. And then you can change what the form of abundance is, because you don't have to learn to be abundant. You just have to change what form of abundance you prefer. See how much easier that is?
Yes.
Watch your definitions. Your definitions are everything in the creation of your reality experience. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you, Bashar.
Our unconditional
We all-
love to you
we
as
all
well.
love you.